host you this wonderful evening. Somebody was telling me that I'm not loud. I was just laughing because if you refuse to pay me my money, oh my goodness, you will regret. Oh yeah, my God. You just refuse to pay me my always kind until you refuse to pay me my money. That's when you will see a very different man. So stop pushing me, okay? Okay, so we are in, you know, we are in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, and I want to read very slowly because I don't want you to get the wrong picture about me. I'm the one running the show. The one running the show. If you want to run the show, you go run yours. If you want to form a channel, go and form yours. You are allowed. So these were the men who came to David at Ziklag. While he was banished from the presence of Saul, the son of Kish, they were among the warriors who helped him in battle. They were armed with bows and were able to shoot arrows or to sling stones right-handed or left-handed. They were relatives of Saul from the tribe of Benjamin. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. I will be very happy to host you. Ahijah, their chief, and Joash, the sons of Shimea, the Gibeathite, Jeziel, and Pelet, the sons of Azmaveth, Jehu, and Ishmaiah the Gibeonite, a mighty warrior, and among the 30, who was a leader of the 30, Jeremiah, Jahaziel, Johanan, Jazabad, and Gederith, Eluzai, Jerimoth, Bealiah, Shemariah, Shepathia, and Zebadiah, the sons of Jehoram from Gedar. If you're new to this channel, you can subscribe and comment. We are reading 1 Corinthians chapter 12. And I want to thank God this morning for bringing the rains. We have been really praying for rains, and I'm very, I'm grateful to God for He has brought the rains. In fact, when I love rain, there's nothing good like rain, because when it rains, it means there's food. The prices drop. We here. And you see the worst part is that we're going to waste the rain. In countries like Japan, they collect, you see, the way they build roads, they have water reservoirs at the side of the road. So when it rains, all the water is collected. There's a collection point. And during the dry season, the water, is used to sprinkle the roads. Are we together? So if you're new to this channel, and I've said I am usually very soft, but when I'm asking for my money, I am somebody else. So you will face somebody very different. That's why you hear me telling you, please don't do that. You don't want to see me. You see this hand. This hand is this is a very big hand, and I don't want to be somebody I don't want. I don't want to be that person. But some people want me to be that person, and I don't want. Their faces were the faces of lions. These people who were with David in a place called Ziklag, their faces were like lions. Those people were like, a lion. Have you ever seen a lion? Do you like National Geographic? If you want to know somebody, eh, the people, in fact, you can never know somebody. It is only their children who will tell you what kind of man, the father is, or what kind of man or kind of woman the mother is. I always tell people, my children will get it. You see this hand? You see this hand is a very big hand. In fact, I said I'll not even be beating them strokes on the battle. I'll be giving them strokes, the back. Viboko za mgongo. Viboko za mgongo. I said that is how I'm going to beat my children. I'm not going to beat anybody, but I'm going to teach my children. Okay? I'll give them everything, but also I'll be giving them the beating of the ear. That is one thing I promised God. I'll be beating them until the whole town will tell me to stop. I'll not be sleeping. In fact, at night. In fact, I'll be beating them at night. Like this time, If you make a mistake, you're not going to sleep. I have to beat you up first. Until you know. But the rest of you, I don't really, But for my kids, I said that I'm never going to beat anybody. But I'm going to show my kids stuff they have never seen. I'll give them the best, but I'll also give them the best beating. But for the rest of you, since you're not my responsibility, I will not bother with you. Let's continue. Isa was the chief, Obadiah the second in command, Eliud the third, Mishmana the fourth, Jeremiah the fifth. And you see here, we run things here like military. I've said here, it's military. So if you like things the way you want to do things the way you want, you're lucky I'm not your father. I would beat the shit out of you. Let's continue. And Johanan the 8th, Elzabad the 9th, Jeremiah the 10th, and Macbanai the 11th. These Gadites, most people, it's because they were not disciplined where they came from. That is why they are a problem to others. Do you understand? Some people, their parents refused to cane them, so they want to come to me so that I can cane them. That is very unfair. Your parents never caned you. That is why. That is why. But for me, I will cane your back. Your back. You go and say that. I'll beat you until you run away. These Gadites were army commanders. The least was a march for 100 and the greatest for 1,000. We are reading from 1 Chronicles chapter 12. It was they who crossed the Jordan when it was overflowing all its bank, and they put to flight everyone in the valleys to the east and to the west.